Hey YouTube, it's your mentor Larry just jumping in here. I've got some harsh news for people right now. If you guys aren't stressed out by your goals, then you need bigger goals, okay? You guys are trying to level up, you guys are trying to make a life that you want to live. And quite honestly, if you're not feeling the stress of it right before you level up, then your goals are too small. Okay, not trying to be a jerk about it. Just wanted to let you know this is I care about you guys and I want you guys to live your best life. And your goals need to be first and foremost on your mind, and they need to be big enough to scare the living crap right out of you. Okay, because that's what everybody needs to do to level up. So I always find that when I'm getting ready to level up is when I'm the most stressed. Everything that's taken off with YouTube, everything that's taken off in my business after I got my CRM program all set, that is huge. Okay, my CRM program is 10xing my business, and we're bringing on sales team, we're bringing on multiple people, and I'm stressing about their livelihood. Their families are coming on board with my company, and it's kind of scary. I'll be honest with you. I'm a little terrified right now. I was actually at a store right down the road from where I live here, talking to one of the workers there that's basically supported me right from the beginning, and we came up with this topic that I'm discussing with you right now because um, she said it was an important thing that everybody needs to know. You have to show up every day, okay? And I've been coming to work every day on my dreams for 38 years now. And that's huge. You show up every day, you line up different wins every day. You don't have to win life right now, all of life at once. You just line it up, one win at a time. Worry about today. Okay, can you get a check mark in the W column for today? That's all you guys are needing to do. Because if you line up a win today, a win tomorrow, a win the next day, and you line up wins for 25, 30 years, 38 years like I have, you can't help but win life. And there's definitely a difference between the stress level I'm feeling right now than say the stress level of somebody who's really getting ready to break. Um, because the stress level you feel when you're getting ready to break it stems from a couple of things. You're making bad choices. You're just not being true to whatever. I can't answer for that, but I can tell you on my behalf what it means for the two stress. So I'll be making sloppy decisions. I'll be avoiding running the numbers. I just avoid work. I snap at people. I get irritable. I get tired. I'm not sleeping, and that's just the kind of stress that you really need to come out of. Okay, and the way you fix that kind of stress that you're actually going to break is by tightening your reps. Okay, simplify all your priorities. You gotta get a clear set of priorities. You need to get support for your priorities. So I usually sit down and make an action plan, and that's important for everybody. You guys need to sit down, excuse me, list your goals, and find out and be honest with yourself. Okay, go sit down in front of a mirror. Go sit down in your office. I'm in my office right now. It's just me and myself and 127,000 of my subscribers and probably 85 billion people that are going to watch this afterwards. Because let's be honest, I'm hoping that I'm putting out great content. But you have to sit there, and I have this honest talk with myself every morning. I grab a shower before I start the day, and I look in the mirror and I assess yesterday. Okay, how did I do good yesterday? How did I mess up? And what do I need to do today to avoid messing up like I did yesterday? And it's just you and yourself. You're looking in the mirror, have a discussion. I'll talk to myself back and forth in the mirror. And at that point in time, that's when you can be the most real and the most honest, is when you're discussing things with, it's just you, yourself, and God at that point. And I just sit there in the mirror and I tell myself, you did this, you avoided this task yesterday. You should have done a couple more reps on underwriting. There's my VA Sonny is great at getting me leads on properties for my business with the CRM program that we use, and I'm getting 50, 60, 70 vetted leads on a spreadsheet every day, and I'm bringing on people that can hunt these leads down. I'm bringing on salespeople to go after selling CRM because I really want to help people. And the CRM program literally 10x my business, and it can do the same for anybody out there. So I sit there and I'm trying to get that out to the people. I also am coming out with a real estate investing course. If you guys, if you guys are really stuck in analysis paralysis and you wanted to join my course and get coaching, I'm coming out with that because I don't want you guys to feel like you don't have a support system in place. I have my wolf pack, and the wolf pack is important to me because you surround yourself with like-minded individuals. And my wolf pack, I'll be completely honest with you, I've got a badass wolf pack that I can depend on. And the wolf pack is always there, man. They're always there to support you. And you surround yourself by other people doing big stuff, big shit, if you will, and you guys can feed off of each other's success, and it makes you want to do better. I show up and one of my friends tells me, I closed a 60-unit apartment complex. Am I jealous? Am I unhappy with his success? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Congratulations. I am so proud. Let's go celebrate. Let's build him up. Let's bring his successes to the forefront. Okay? Does that also motivate me to want to do that same kind of deal? Absolutely. And if it doesn't motivate you and you're just sitting there and you have sour grapes, and you say, oh, the dude must be nice. This dude's closing 60-unit apartment complexes. Why can't I do that? The answer is because of your attitude. And I'll be completely upfront and honest with you. I'm going to hit you right between the eyes with the God's honest truth. Okay? If you're a negative person like that and you think to yourself when you hear about another person's success and you think anything other than good for them, these guys deserve it. They've worked their ass off. If you think anything other than that, then you need to start working on your mindset and your attitude. And that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to give you the harsh news. You guys can do everything that I'm doing, and probably better than I can. Let's face it, I'm a trucker. I don't say that in a negative tone. It has negative connotation because people look at truckers like we're all dumb. But honestly, our dispatchers give us impossible tasks, and somebody's got to make it work. So we're really the brains behind the operation. I'm sorry to all my dispatchers. I know I love you guys. Tear Bear, sorry, but you're awesome. You're awesome, Tear. But it's one of those things where we got to make it work, and they have impossible tasks that they have to assign us, and we have the impossible task of making it work somehow. So, but that being said, if you guys, back to what I was saying, if you guys are thinking to yourself, well, that must be nice, don't ever say that to somebody. Okay, I'm telling you right now, you say that to me, and I'm gonna rip you a new ass, straight out. I'm going to be like, listen, you see the success. Okay, you guys see me on YouTube. You see the 127,000 viewers. I'm hoping 157,000 viewers by the time this comes out. And you think, oh, that must be nice. That guy fell into it. And I thought that at first. My YouTube channel blew up very quickly, and I still have no idea why. But I'm starting to figure it out a little bit. And I've talked to other people, and I got the YouTube Creator Award right here. On my wall, which is a very big honor, and that got me some credibility with people. And I was talking to somebody, and I was like, I basically got my groin kicked in for 38 years on real estate, and the YouTube play button is what got me credibility. And one of the mechanics where I work basically looked at me and he said, that's not what got you the credibility. The credibility comes from 38 years of getting your groin kicked in, okay? And that I can appreciate. But what the play button does gets you mad respect because you're sharing it with people. And it kind of got me a little choked up. I'll be honest with you. I'm not an emotional guy usually. And that choked me up a little bit because he's not wrong. I want to share my story with people to help prevent some of the pitfalls that people have gone through. So I just wanted to jump in here and let you know, if you guys are interested in moving forward with that, you got to get big goals. Okay, whatever you do, it doesn't have to be real estate. I'm a real estate investor, so I'm pretty focused on getting your first apartment building or your first rental, because once you see the rental, once you see how easy it is, I think you'll be hooked. But that's just my opinion. I'm trying to help people buy their first property. Even if you use my information to buy your first home, make it your own home. It doesn't even have to be a rental. That's what I'm about. Buy your first property. Okay. So one of the things that has popped up is that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get you to level up, and you need goals. You have to set goals, and you have to work towards those goals. You have to be single-minded. You have to be absolutely focused on making the life that you promised yourself as a child. You have to show up every day. You got to do the reps. You got to do the boring work. Okay, because success is not sexy. Okay, I mean, I don't know how to say it any other way. Success is not glamorous. Success is not sexy. Success is coming in and doing the hard shit nobody wants to do. And that's what you're going to need. The most successful people in the world are the people that get the shit done that nobody wants to do, the mundane. Okay? The showing up, looking at 55, 60 freaking properties. Okay? Doing the underwriting for 60 properties because and I said it on one of my other shows on YouTube was you got to kiss a lot of frogs to find your Prince Charming. And that's what's important. Every single day you need to have focus and intention. Okay? Don't just invest with attention, invest with intention. Okay? So you have to plan your day. You have to plan what you're going to do. You have to set your goals. And I ran a podcast years ago with one of my co-investors. His name was Mike Moe. Is still Mike Moe, still a friend of mine on Facebook. And and he said he coined a phrase that a lot of people use that I had never heard until I heard it say. And he said that he was working on his BHAG. And I said, what? He was like, my BHAG. He's like, I'm on my BHAG. And I said, all right, what's a BHAG? If I could find out, And he said, big, hairy, audacious goals. Okay? And that's stuck with me for a while. And he was always great at setting the largest goals out there. And shout out to Mike. I'm going to tag him in this because I want to give him all the credit in the world. He did a podcast with me called The Real Estate Marathon for a year. And, I had such a great time with Mike while we were investing and learning stuff. And he's taken off big time because Mike shows up every day. Mike does what's needed to be done. And I wanted to reach out to him and have an investor spotlight on him. I'm basically looking for people that have started out with nothing and then, they've done what they're supposed to do and they've gotten successful. So, but I could talk to you for hours and hours and hours, but I need to try and bring the value and limit what I'm able to do at any given time because, so I just wanted to let you guys know everything I'm telling you, I live on a daily basis. I show up every day, okay? And I'm not just talking. I've got paperwork here, okay? I've got paperwork all over my desk, okay? Here's paperwork. I've got all this paperwork on my desk, and I've got the Holy Bible right here because the Bible is what guides me in all things because I always try and do the right thing and God's great. And everything happened to me right after I started listening to God's plan and quieted the noise. And I'm not embarrassed to say that at all. I'm a very, very religious person. I try and do the right thing. And as everybody knows, the right thing is not always the easy thing. And very rarely is it actually the easy thing. So always do the right thing and you'll get good responses from it. So I hope this resonates with everybody. You need BHAGs, okay? You got to get out there and get BHAGs because when you start getting close to your BHAG, the stress level in your life is going to go crazy. And it's different than the stress level of breaking. Like right now, I could stop doing what I do for a living and stop doing all of this and I would be okay. My concern is my people that are trusting me, the viewers, okay, the YouTube subscribers, the people that are tracking my career, the people that are coming on board and trusting me with Arctic Wolf Enterprises to build something amazing. Okay, I want to make sure everybody that comes on board with me ends up retiring super rich, and I'm probably going to get smacked around for that on YouTube a little bit, but I don't care. That's my goal. I want everybody to chase generational wealth. And the people that have trusted me to come on board in my sales teams and the people that are doing my social media, I don't know if you noticed that my social media has gotten a lot better. It's no more, my yay, come buy real estate with me. They actually have a purpose and they have a mission. And I got a team now that does that for me. And it's freed me up to just concentrate on getting properties. And I've made some very big purchase offers in the last 2 weeks based on leads that I've gotten from my VA, Sonny. And I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm stressed out like crazy right now. And I'm trying not to snap at people, trying not to get reclusive. I'm trying to stay positive because I know that my stress is caused by doing big things. And I also noticed that the haters that I've had are starting to come around and they're starting to pay attention. I'm watching on my social media and the haters see what I'm doing. And I'm just out here doing what I want to do, doing what I've done for 38 years. Like everything that I'm doing is not something that's extra. Okay, I show up every day, I get it done, I buy the real estate, I love the real estate, I'll talk about the real estate, and I'm trying to better people in real estate. And that's just what I do. That's where I roll. And I've always done it in quiet before. Never shared my journey, never wanted to have any acclaim, or I never wanted to have any fame. I just, I compete against myself only, and I never really shared anything. I don't really like investing with other people. And let's be honest, I make jokes about this, but there is, to a certain extent, there is something serious about it. I got Giovanni calling me, and we're going bowling later. I'm going to record that because it's important that we all relax and enjoy life a little bit. And my son and Peter is coming with us, so we're all going to go bowling, and I'm going to have to school him. He's my student in real estate, and probably when we go bowling, he bowls all the time, so he's probably going to school me bad. He's going to be looking at this editing it, and he's going to be going, "You damn right I did." I can just see him now. But, oh man, I lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. So basically, I'm trying to help everybody get to where they need to be. And I'm leveling up right now, and the stress on me has nothing to do with my own situation. It has to do with the situation of the people that are trusting me. And, I've always been, I was talking to you about the joke that I make. So I tell people, let's be honest, like there's a reason why I've been successful as a trucker by myself in a truck. I haven't got time for a lot of the BS that you have to put up with in your daily life. So I try and minimize my contact with stupidity, if you will. Not trying to be mean. It's just I know what my tolerance level is. And one of the things you guys have to understand is you have to work within your strengths. You have to know what your weaknesses are. You have to work within your strengths. And if your bullshit meter is pegged and you're not happy with it, then you need to remove yourself from the situation, which is something that I'm fighting with currently right now with what my life looks like as far as leveling my business up compared to my full-time job. So I'm sure I'll have other videos on it, but just know that I'm out here on the mean streets of Penn Yan, everywhere, hauling that milk, trying to get dairy products all set, and that's not going to change anytime soon. And just know that I'm building an empire based on with doing a full-time job. So if I can do 100 hours a week and still build a real estate portfolio, be a YouTube superstar, like not even superstar. I you guys can laugh at me, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say mega superstar. Nah, not really. But I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm here for you. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments. Reach out, join my SKOOL community, and I'll put the link in down below. And just know that we're here for you. I'm ready to coach you if you need that coaching, a little coaching assistance. If you're already buying real estate and you need help finding leads, let me know. I can set your CRM up. The AI calls are made, and when leads call you, AI answers it, because every time you miss a call, you lose a lead. Okay, it costs you money. So let me show you how we do it, so I don't miss any leads whatsoever. And that being said, you guys, I love you guys. I mean, I really do. I wake up in the morning and I think, how am I going to help people get better today? So I love you guys. Like this, share it, go back and watch some of my other ones, because I hope you guys see that I'm trying to make improvements about where I do it. I've been watching other people on YouTube, and I'm studying my own YouTube videos, and I'm trying to get better. And that's because I care about putting out good content. So I love you guys. Have a great day. Like my social media. I'm going bowling. I'm about to school Giovanni more than just real estate. Or on the next episode, I may have been schooled. Love you.